So let's dive into the topic. The topic is how do you create multiple income streams? Well, first of all, let's talk about why you want to create a multiple income stream. As a lot of the people in this group are health coaches, they're cafe owners, they're chefs, they're in the natural food and health and wellness industry. And when you're in those areas, you'll find that your time gets eaten up a lot. Like if you have a cafe, it is labor intensive. I know I had a cafe for 5 years, it's very labor intensive. And so you don't have more time to give. Same thing with a coach. A coach, you try to make enough income with your one on one coaching. But what ends up happening is your time is filled up with your coaching clients and you don't have time to scale your business. You don't have a way to scale your business because a lot of times your time's eaten up. And if you're not with clients, your marketing ends up being that 50% of more of the income you're bringing in is actually going out to expenses. If you're a cafe owner or a chef, it's probably even higher than that because you have food cost. So I wanted to give you some ideas for multiple income streams that won't necessarily add a lot to your additional expenses and it will reduce your time or actually won't add a lot more time to what you're already doing. It's just going to complement. The first thing I wanted to talk about is looking at ways of selling natural food products as part of your wellness business. For example, not only does it give you more money coming in for your business, you can market it to your clients, you can market it as you're doing your blogs, your videos, your social media posts, you can be making additional income streams. So it's more money. Second reason, stability. When you have multiple income streams, then if a fluctuation happens, then you're less likely to be adversely affected. Natural Zing's a great example. We sell to retail, we sell wholesale to natural food stores, and we do drop shipping for businesses. So we have a number of different income streams. And if something happens in the market, it's not a big deal. We have enough other income streams coming in that we were stable. So stability is number two. Number three is the value, the additional value that you will bring to your customers and clients. When I had a restaurant, not only was I making food for them, but I had a shelf of products. It was oftentimes a lot of the food that I was putting in the recipes, superfoods, all the smoothies, the chia seed protein powder, spirulina, acai, all these different wonderful things that I put in the smoothies. I also sold on the shelf. And so as people were coming up and ordering their products, like, hey, what else are you putting in that? And I would tell them and I would educate them as I was, making their smoothie for them. And I said, hey, if you, want to get some for yourself, there's some on the shelf. So that, could have been a $10 smoothie or $10 meal that they were buying. But in the end, it turned into possibly a $50 order because they went to the shelf and they picked up a couple other things. Next thing you know, I my $10 order went to $50. Same thing with your clients. You are adding value. If you have products that you know will help them with their health and you are a resource for them to buy them from, it's convenience. It gets those barriers out of the way of your client saying, well, I don't know where to find this. And oh, I didn't go out to the website yet. Or you are sending them the link and you can sell it to them directly. And it gets rid of all the obstacles of confusion. I don't know where to buy it. I'm not sure which brand, all of that stuff. Here you are recommending this is what I buy. And this is, so it adds value to what you are offering for that convenience. Also, they see that this is a value and you get more branding, which brings to another idea of private labeling products. You could private label under your own, business name, and you are increasing your brand equity. Now, When they open their pantry, they see your business name right there. And so when they run out, they automatically contact you again. And so again, you're increasing your brand, you're increasing your value. So and sometimes we have clients say, well, I don't want to just sell your products. I want to sell other things on my website too, or to my clients. And I said, that's great. We can do your fulfillment. So you can house it in our warehouse. And when when you send us your orders, action needed. I don't know what that is. Sometimes messages pop up. Um, we'll house it in our warehouse and we'll ship it out along with the other products from our own natural zinc product line. So these are different ideas for you to create multiple income streams. Why is this easy? There's several options. You could just do an affiliate link, and this would enable you to, if you point them to the Natural Zinc website, you can earn commission on any time your clients or customers purchase from us. Another thing you might say, well, I want my own website and to sell it from my own website. I want to direct them to my brand, my website. No problem. Natural Zinc does drop shipping. And so you can create an e-commerce site right from your website and you can, and we'll ship it out for you. You don't have to buy the inventory until your customer pays you for it. Um, Private label, that's another thing that we offer. Again, you don't have to, invest in a lot of, um, the cost of if you're usually private labeling, you usually have to buy a huge amount or get things created and buy the ingredients and buy all this packaging. You don't have to do all of that with Natural Zinc. You buy a small amount and we put your label on it, and as it sells, then we, create more for you. So that is those are the options. And I'm going to put the links to the three different programs that I mentioned. Oh, I guess I didn't mention the last program is if you say, this sounds great, Helen, but I'm a bit overwhelmed by it. I don't even know how to, create an e-commerce site or how to even market it or incorporate the marketing in with what I'm already doing. I have e-commerce natural business coaching. And so you can, let me know that you're interested in learning more about that. And we can talk about if this is the right fit for you. And we will proceed from there. So that is your Technique Tuesday, um, uh, learning how to create multiple income streams. And the links are in the post. And again, just make sure that if you're looking for an accountability partner, put something in comments, more topics, or if you just want to reach out and find out about any of these programs we offer. Have a great Tuesday.